who we are working with here. You know, last time we saw these guys, honestly, my brain is dying. So Moses, tell me about these guys.
As far as this particular one, we did see the God Squad win this lobby the last time. The direction they want to go is away there, so there's going to be some keys. Again, South George, every lobby we've seen so far, South George has been empty. This is a prime loot spot that no one seems to be taking advantage of. Maybe just the thought of having to fight over it is not something teams are willing to deal with. But for this path, we will likely see places like Severny be a destination loot spot. Trying to get up to that area is going to be difficult. So vehicle spawns are going to be super important for this game.
Well, we'll see. We still got about 15 seconds until we're in game. But again, last time we saw this group, it was all God Squad, really. So I will see if they keep up that same kind of pressure from last time. Positioning certainly being a huge key for them. But we are now in the plane. We're ready to go as we get this match underway. Now, taking a look at this, is there a particular area you would see Envious or NRG going here? I mean, those are two pretty familiar faces for us. I don't know, Moses, if you know a particular spot that Envious or NRG may be looking to go.
Well, Envious, I guess I should correct myself. Envious does prefer South George, and it looks like they're going to try and head that way. As far as Energy is concerned, I'm not sure what they're going to try and do. We have seen them around that Razak area. They might decide to try and take Pachinki, which I believe is what they did in the first game. For Envious, they're likely going to have to try and stop around the Gatka region to pick up vehicles and then head over to Georgiapol. But I am happy with the fact that for now they are going to be relatively dispersed among all the potential loot spots, and it's going to be God Squad heading back down to the military island.
Here they are, God Squad, military island. These guys, again, were coming up with a huge performance in the first game that we saw out of Group B today. Really put on a show. We're able to pick up a lot of kills and take some really good positioning throughout the entirety of the game.
Passable bush.
Yeah, put that bush there. What are you doing? Ooh.
So we'll be heading north.
Not
an area devoid of all players.
Yeah.
So it looks like we did have another team miss their lobby, and that is the Bee's Knees.
Man.
A team that I think did fairly well the last time we saw them.
They did.
Yeah, so
I think they were top 10 at least.
Unfortunate for Bee's Knees, did not make the lobby. That is Biggie, Bluehoo, Elusive, and Duck did not make their way in. And that is going to be Lush getting ran over. And the first immediate casualty of this game, it's Mystery finishing him off.
Ooh. So
that is going to be a loss for Turtle Squad, losing Lush in the first part of this game.
Big rip coming through, but we are going to see a mass migration up into the northern end of the map here, because everybody was just so concentrated down in this southern portion. But that'll be coming in just a little bit here. Circle not making a move quite yet. God Squad and company certainly want to grab all the goodies from military base here and head their way up north. So they got a little bit of time before that moment comes. But taking a look, we might potentially meet Envy on the way as well, depending on which direction that they rotate out of there. Also, Painkiller, interesting strategy on the map there, off to my side at least. I'm looking, Painkiller is on the island while the rest of his team is over in Milta.
Yeah, it's just a matter, I think, of dropping out. Yeah, we're taking a look here at Energy and Pachinki, but as far as separating from your team, you never really know. You're kind of betting on which side of the map the circle is going to show up at. As we see Wooly here contemplating life in the Pachinki apartments.
My favorite spot for that.
So yeah, I mean, why they would have gone that direction, we're not entirely sure. But for now, it's just a matter of reconvening with the team in the Milta region. But everyone's headed north regardless, so we'll see what everyone can do here shortly.
Well, we got some time for it. There's Kaisuko, the man from E United. He's going to be hanging out for now, getting his looty loot in. And
Kaisiko playing with, I'm not sure, and I'm sure I probably could have asked this between one of the games, but I'll send a message to one of these guys after. I'm not sure why Kaisiko is playing in this particular instance with E United. He playing recently with Envious, but it is Venerated back with his original squad as we do the scenic overlook here of World's Best Gaming playing here in the North George area around the government buildings. Haven't started their loot stage yet, but they are in the north, so that is going to be easy looting for them. Envious has taken South George.
Yep.
And it looks like Team 8, ADR Wales, the second place team from the first game we watched, has taken Severny, but they are only 2 strong up that way. So unless there's more that I can't, yeah, no, two down in the Watertown area.
Yeah. So that split strategy yet again, hopping back on board with United. For now, Jimmer just cruising, meet up with the rest of the guys
At the prison.
at the prison. Meeting up with the boys at the prison. It's another day.
The important aspect of this area is where Envious has decided to loot. You'll see there are 2 sets of buildings, the horizontal stack of 6 buildings towards the coast, and the vertical stack of 6 buildings just to the south of that area. Those are the best spots in South George to loot. You can see that they're taking both of those over. Is Czech Shooter and Jesse LOL, both of which are no stranger to this area. These guys started their competitive PUBG careers as high ground and have stayed together almost the entire way through. Venerated was traded out for Kaisiko recently, but is now rejoining his squad for this particular game. And now it's a matter of just sticking to what they've been doing for so long, which is playing as a team and looting in South George.
Yeah. Back to the tried and true method for them back in South George. But, ooh, inside the church here, Sir Newton getting lit up by Mystery. And he should get finished off here. Mystery coming in, and will get the kill there also.
2 kills.
Leafy fell to his death, so that's a bummer.
I hate when I fall to my death. It's my least favorite thing to do.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the worst.
So looking now at the transition stage, we are seeing people on motorcycles in vehicles headed to the center of the play zone, the shooting range being fairly close to center, but there are a couple of available compounds. And I'm going to see how many teams opt to stay on the southern portion of the river, and that is the decision you have to make with this circle when you have to decide whether to cross or to stay south of the river, because you don't want to have to do it twice, as there are only a few spots where you can cross, which are choke points, and can lead to you getting eliminated if you're not careful.
Yeah. Envy also are going to be safe and content inside South George if they want. You actually have Czech Shooter going ahead and kind of scouting some things out as he moves towards Turtle Squad up there, and he actually may be getting a little taste of some other teams that are in the area. But we do have Aristotle's here, who is just all by himself.
Aristoteles?
Yes. Oh yeah, Aristoteles.
Yeah, I like
One.
Aristoteles 1.
Yep.
It sounds like a spaceship that just got scrapped.
Yeah.
The Aristoteles 1 didn't work out for him.
Oh, poor guy, and apparently he looted a crate as well. I'm being told. Oh man, he's ramping to this guy.
So he's just trying to
Having a dandy old.
He's learning how to drive right before our eyes. So he's got himself some crate stuff, and he's headed back to the zone. I'm not sure where exactly he's going, but maybe trying to regroup with his squad. Is Aristoteles maybe headed towards Omega? I'm not even sure if they're on the same squad. It doesn't show his team tag while he's in the vehicle. Regardless, we see E United in transition as well. And they're going to be headed into the center of the play zone, which is already dense with players. So again, the center strategy being the choice.
Yep. Even Envy going for that as well. We're in South George, and they've made their way into the center here, but see E United getting themselves prepped. They may be meeting up with Turtle Squad there in just a moment. And ADR Wales in the Watertown for now. Nick Kappa
Nickapa.
Nickapa. Kid Cody.
Kid Cody.
My boy.
Running around, grabbing some loot. So
He's got an orange jump as well. UMP.
That's terrible.
Disappointing, huh?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Break is a different story. At the very least, I mean, Break's got enough eyeballs on him on his stream that he could, you know, at least put some effort in, man.
Yeah.
It's like going to a nice classy dinner with sweatpants.
Oh, come on.
Something my girlfriend gives me trouble over a lot.
I
that's not adequate clothes.
hey, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. But
ooh, looking at we do have some action popping off in the center of the map. It is Outlaws taking down and finishing Queenox. Team 18, that is Geek DNA.
Geek DNA. It's got coursing through my body. But they got Lukey and Mickey down there as well.
Don't shoot me.
Shoot him. Do it. Here goes Mickey, though. With his boy Lukey, they're getting out of Dodge.
Every time, so we saw Matthew yesterday, Mathyoo, and now we have Lukey with Looockie. It's like they're 7-year-olds trying to spell their own name and no one taught them how to write.
Lukey.
Lukey is my name. So here comes God Squad coming across from the military island, trying to beat that first transition as everyone is headed north. And that southern portion of the play zone, all the way down around here, is going to be completely devoid of all life. As we there we go. There's my
hello.
Let's class it up a little bit here. As we this area right here, wide open, no one there. We have all of Pachinki, all the ruins, Gatka, and school. As all teams are choosing, like I mentioned, to cross the river. They are betting the odds that they will not go south. So hopefully they do not get a hard shift in this instance, as all teams are north of the river and those who aren't there are headed that way. So it's going to be a very little room for error as teams are transitioning around each other.
That's right.
Define legit.
Team 19, Doubt. That's, yeah, they're just called Doubt. I had to do a double take.
Well, there's got to be some meaning in there because Define Legit, formerly of Ghost, Natural, formerly of Noble. Painkiller has played with many different teams over the time. I'm Big K as well. I'm not sure if they doubt they can make it or maybe they are referencing the feelings people have for them, but I don't know. It's a statement in some direction. I'm not sure which one. Or it's just a name. Who knows?
The latter version of that's kind of sad.
Aww.
Everybody doubting. But here we go. E United, as you can see, they got themselves a little camp there. Ooh, whoa. Shots. McNoosh there getting...
I think the pan might have saved him a little bit.
Getting lit up. Yeah, maybe.
Here comes a follow-up grenade. But meanwhile, Mercari has been flanked. Ethelion is in the basement. Sorry, Ek the Lion, I think, or Ecthelion.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's either an anime or a kid's character. Ek the Lion has come up the stairs with the UMP and has taken down both Mercari and Mickey.
Ooh.
Saving McNoosh. McNoosh has been saved.
McNoosh! Saving Private McNoosh.
And there's Lukey.
There he is, old Lukey. Forgot how to spell his name normal, so put a couple O's in there. But Buzz Killington, also a fantastic name. I tell you, everyone's, if I had to give the naming,
we gotta get some ranks.
Groups, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. McNoosh roaming around, Lukey opting to stay perfectly still. He's got that pump shotgun at the ready. Now playing for placement, does not want to go out in 19th place.
That's right.
There he is. Good old Lukey. Oh, sorry, my mistake. The AK. And no meds. I'm thinking Lukey might be in trouble. So if we could take a look around where the map is now, we have seen another shift come in, and we are still including that river area. So that is going to play a factor through this game. It hasn't been eliminated just yet, but we have not decided if it's going north or south. We will see what the further circles brings. But now again, God Squad opting for the high ground location down on the Georgia Pole Mountain. Clearly not a fans of being too low to the ground.
No, not at all. They love their high ground. That's their bread and butter, for sure. You say Team 17 may be meeting up with E United here in a moment. There has been a little bit of action. Microfry actually got knocked down. Team 17 is Fable as well, so we'll see what they get into with E United here. They're just holding the base of this hill. just waiting for United to show themselves. Using the cars for some cover. But so far, no one deciding to make the aggressive moves. And actually, United looks like they're kind of getting out of here and starting to move more towards the center of this thing.
Ryan has gotten himself a down. I'm not sure if he was able to finish that. But now we see, again, this, like you just mentioned, United is just positioning around, moving their vehicles, maybe checking out this gentleman in the buggy driving past, maybe deciding if they want to try and take those buildings. But United has taken the high ground on Team 17, Team Fable, as we just mentioned, as they might not be aware of where exactly they are, but they will have the advantage to look down on them. Team 17, that is Fable, having to fight uphill. We'll see what happens. We get a little bit of an update from Group A, the standings.
Honey Badger Nation.
And first overall.
Wow.
TSM in 6th place, actually, so their other 2 games must not have gone as well as the one we saw, Space Station in 5th place. So right now, Space Station is holding on to 5th, TSM 6th, Wildcard 7th, and Ghost Gaming in 10th place in their lobby.
Man.
That is going to be an uphill battle for them if they want to qualify for the next round.
It's crazy. And I mean, only 4 of their games are being played today, right? Tomorrow they will have the last 4 of their games, but certainly you don't want to let things get too out of hand in terms of the points. Start putting some wins up on the board, but Group A definitely having some crazy stuff happen. Not exactly what we were expecting, but back to the Group B action.
Okay, there we go. So we've shifted all the way north. This is actually a good thing for a lot of these teams, save for God Squad, who's now stuck on the George Bull Mountain and has a long transition ahead of them. So the shift has favored everyone who chose to go north of the river. You can see Energy jumping in their vehicle, going to head onto the edge of this circle. I imagine they're going to stop around the rocks just right where they're driving. I don't know if they want to drive too far into this, as there are still a lot of players alive. And we will see. It is Doubt moving in. You have Natural scouting ahead and has stopped. So for all these teams alive, the rotations in vehicles have not been punished just yet.
No, not yet. United still holding their position. Microfry down at the house, just south of them. There's a triangle going on here between Fable, United, and Turtle Squad. But here we go, God Squad back on their high ground as they love to take, getting the rifles.
There's just nothing really going on. Yeah, there's just nothing going on with these guys. So as far they have the vehicles, they are able to rotate. Looking at the map, we have seen now a bit of a condensation of teams around the center and the eastern side of the play zone, but that western side is definitely going to be contested. Envious has held the edge of the zone, but there is a mishmash of teams up in that northwestern side trying to get around that Zarky area, and they are driving around. Another vehicle hit as Jackboy goes down. But this is going to be where most of the action is going to be happening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see gunshots ringing about as Death Row is getting some good shots. He takes down GCGC.
Oh, Jackboy's going to live.
Wow.
It was a hit and run, but it looks like he's going to live.
The old hit and run. Well, at least he will survive. And Death Row here. Everyone from their squad just getting bandaged up, ready to stake their claim on this position here, because they will have members of Team Objective and one of the other squads that are nearby. It's actually World's Best Gaming. They are going to be pushing into them soon. Wow, these guys are still
hanging
here.
out.
Yeah.
Well, let us know when they move.
Yeah, right.
Keep us posted when Lukey moves an inch. As far as the rest of the teams are concerned, we are seeing some battling still happening here. It's Meowbert. I believe the last man standing for his team, as Omega is down, and it is basically an uphill battle for them as Devour and Elijah and Tricky Gremlin. Devour with that great weapon has got himself the AUG. Decent meds as well as 2 kills.
Yep. Meowbert moving himself forward. One of the members of Team Objective. He's actually got the guys from Death Row just up the hill here, so he is going to have to be careful. And then you also have World's Best Gaming. They're starting to make a rotation down to The south, actually, they were up there in the northwest. They are moving down just a little bit, but below them is Envy, so they need to be careful how far they go. You can see Penta, LOL here, getting some good shots in.
Shots.
Oh, yeah, there he goes, taking down Cryptic's Legion, Chrome, LO.
Chrome, hello. Regardless, this is all of Team 11. Cheeky Bomb, as we've seen in the past, we were looking at Legion X getting picked apart by Energy Esports. And it's Cheeky Bomb held behind this little tree. They have angles on both sides. 2 down teammates, and ooh, the pan saves one. Hit right in that target. Will he make it away? Looks like the pan might save him, just barely not.
Rough.
Hitless is there. They're trying to finish the kill, and they will. So that's now 3 kills for Penta LOL. And I think they have one more coming, as Chrome is not going to be able to get rezzed. And now Hitless, the last man standing from Legion X, having to run away as Energy completes nearly a full team wipe.
God Squad did lose 1 in the process of them trying to get up back into the circle here.
Yeah,
I think they are going to lose another one as well.
They have to cross the river too.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really tough for them to move into this next zone. And yeah, there goes Pistola time. So they are just down to
3, it looks like.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to drive into the river, and then now jump out of their vehicles and run, as JL Day and Devour are now squaring off as Tricky Gremlin tries to position support on the high ground. It is, I guess, only JL, or sorry, he does have 2 teammates left. I'm not sure where the rest of World's Best Gaming is. Maybe they got caught in rotation. Ooh. It doesn't matter, as he goes down to Tricky Gremlin on the flank and finished.
Yep.
So that is going to be one more down.
Yep, and there you go. We're going to have to start moving in. Zoverin, K98 in hand of World's Best Gaming. Looking for targets. So far, not really spotting a whole lot. There are loads of people up on top of that hill that he was getting at, though.
Oh, no.
Red.
Oh, no. That is very unfortunate. They got the car stuck in the plane crash divot basically perfectly. He's running back to grab the backup UAZ, but the zone is closing. That's unfortunate for Tricky Gremlin. It's got to be super annoying for him. However, completely his fault. So,
yep.
Regardless, he's going to jump into this thing. Hopefully, he can get into the play zone because it's ticking away. This is the infuriating thing. Oh my God, driving is so difficult. But as far as the rest of the game is concerned, we have seen Pat Caps now engaging. That is God Squad with Energy Esports. They are all along the edge of the play zone. We come to them now as Company Man is hanging out in a bush, just watching the action unfold.
Company Man of 1 up. He is just going to hang out there, but as you can see, they are in a scuffle with...
In trouble.
Ooh, yeah. Big trouble. They get Taylor J. Wooly ends up getting knocked by K-Mine there, but Pat Caps looking for his shot.
Having to stop and med as K-Mine is putting pressure on him, but the zone is moving still. He now realizes he can't stop and med. He's got to run right at K-Mine. Snark cannot see him. Penta LOL also crouched there. Wooly down. He's not going to make it into the zone. He's just giving himself enough time to med. And now it's going to be God Squad trying to disjointedly take on Energy, who has the advantage. But Drassel has something else to say, taking down K-Mine. And now it's a 2v2 situation. Pat Caps on the flank.
Company Man looking like he might want to try and join this fight here.
Oh, no. He just chucked a nade, I think.
Oh, he's just going to hop in the car and... Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Company Man, run! Oh, he's getting away.
But Pat Caps, as now the last man standing, as Drassel was taken out, Penta LOL can hear him. So Pat Caps, last man standing. He's going to jump across and finish K-Mine. K-Mine going to give info to his team that he can hear Pat Caps running around next to him. And here come the grenades into the smoke, assuming he's going to try and interrupt a res.
Let's see.
Threw a grenade straight up in the air. See,
Perfect strategy.
It might kill K-Mine. No, I guess not.
No, he's
Wooly got res too.
deciding not to finish off K-Mine yet. He's going to go back, hide behind the UAZ. Hey, look at these guys again.
Cool.
You'll hear it. Lukey moved.
Lukey did kind of move. He exited the one building, and now he's laying perfectly still on the ground. He's doing a great job. Great job, Lukey. A-plus gameplay right there, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Geek DNA. The
All
gods.
Right. So looking at the map now, we see that the circle has shifted relatively close to center.
Yep.
We have about 15 seconds remaining before the next shift begins. A lot of teams around the edges, but it is E-United who have taken the center area and are now trying to protect against Envious, who have quietly moved into position near them as well, just playing the edge and moving their way in. And we also have Fable doing relatively the same thing. So you can see that experience playing through. But Energy staying active, and Pat Caps just desperately trying to hold on.
Oh my God, he was getting lit up by all of Team 13 there. That's NRG.
They might be able to see his toe. Oh no, he turned away now. So Pat Caps has found himself a rock. Gonna smoke himself out and hang.
It's a nice rock you got there, Pat Caps.
Might want to blow up that UAV, or sorry, UAZ.
Yeah, just maybe.
It's important to do that. As we see now, it's going to be Envious getting active on the edge of the play zone. Tangled up with ADR Wales, or maybe even, yeah, they're looking to finish them. Only Nick Appa is left.
Ooh. Getting some shots in over onto Gravity 5000. Etch the Lion.
You know what? Sadly, I don't see Lukey on the map anymore.
Oh no!
I think we lost Lukey.
Did he go down, Lukey? No!
But McNoosh is now trying to deal with the onslaught in front of him. Nothing he can do just yet.
McNoosh.
It's Energy holding him out of the zone. I don't think there's anything they can do here. Snark is just laying into them with that full auto 4X. And Buzz Killington goes down, as does McNoosh. The jump, the flail, and down he goes.
And the death.
And the death.
Death everywhere. Ooh, Snark taking some shots from somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's aware of where they're coming from, but he's now having to use his last first aid. That is coming from E United. Probably Kaisiko there on the upper ridge, as the north end of the map is popping off with that is Fable holding out the zone there, trying to clean out a team that has come in from the shooting range.
Yep, we got Envy up top here. Don't shoot me from Turtle Squad is still alive. He is the lone member, but he's alive for now. Keeping quiet in the back behind Envy.
I like Envious in this game. I think that they have a nice high ground position. They now have the zone as well. We will see a relatively hard shift to the western side of the play zone, but not quite touching the old one, so we can't call it a hard shift. That's the rule, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for Envious, I like their positioning in this game. They have a high ground position. They do have the means to deal with United, who are split, dealing with Team 19. That is Doubt. Only Define Legit and Big K left, and Define Legit is down. So for now, it looks like Define Legit will be finished off by United. I'm thinking we're going to see Envious and United go at it here pretty shortly.
Yeah, it's certainly looking like it. You can see NRG is actually taking shots from United. You can see on your mini map there. But Wooly, well, Envy having this high ground here. They are definitely looking one of the best out of the teams that are left inside this lobby currently.
So with 9 teams left remaining, they do have a single solo to their south. I believe that was Don't Shoot Me. He is down there hanging out by a tree, and there is another solo there. So a couple of solos in play. I'm thinking if Envious can keep it together and not get surprised, as Don't Shoot Me is just crawling his way, being a sneaky snake, trying to get closer and closer. It could be a problem if he gets on top of Envious here, but really he's just trying to stay as quiet as possible. And he's got a camouflage backpack, so that's got to help.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody seeing him. Let me tell you. He's also got that level 3 helmet. Oh, Pat Caps is getting pushed on by Wooly, and he is going to find him. Easy pickings for Wooly right there. And he's
13 kills.
Wow.
This is what I expected to see from Energy Esports. Very high-powered team, and they are showing it this time around, as now it's going to be United getting at Energy Esports, like I just mentioned. Mini Fridge Jr., they're trying to protect the res. That's TBA. The worst possible name you could choose.
Mini Fridge Jr.
Yeah, he's been around a long time, Mini Fridge.
Oh, what a name, what a guy. Penta having 6 of the kills, 6 of the 13 kills.
And he steals half of them, that's how he plays.
Oh,
Penta
kill.
Oh, kill stealing Penta.
Calling him.
That's
Penta, fight him.
That's what they call him.
They're
They call him
words.
around the watering holes.
The old watering holes, the truest, only the truest tales are told there.
So for Energy, they're going to have to try and deal with this low side flank. They don't have a lot of options. You can see Penta LOL is just trying to maintain vision towards where Team 16 is currently held up. TBA is definitely putting pressure on them. But for now, we'll see what this next circle does. It's going to force Energy as well as United, and on top of that, Envious, all to fight on that southern side of the play zone. And we'll see what this circle does. It's going to go to Energy. So,
ooh, yep. Yep, that's going to be good positioning for NRG. United over by the house there. Jimmer's coming in with the vehicle.
they're going to push this gap, I think. So essentially what they're going to try and do is they're going to rotate along this bottom side and try and get behind NRG. But for now, NRG is going to have some flexibility here as we see Team 17, Fable, pressing on top of Flexi HD. They have been spotted. Mini Fridge Jr. returning fire.
Inferno, RP. He's moving in with the rest of the boys.
Fridge is in trouble.
Oh no, Mini Fridge, no.
The Grows are finishing him off. Another Cray weapon. So they're going to try and get this loot done really quickly here, but Energy would have heard this. You have to be careful not to get stuck in the open. Inferno going for a high-risk loot here in the late game. K-Mine might push that ridge and see what's going on, but for now, Energy playing passive. And again, I'm really liking NVS's position here, but they don't have any cover coming into the play zone. They're going to have to decide to deal with either United or otherwise, and you can see here Check Shooter maybe probing to see if they can bait out some shots.
Envy needs to move in just a bit, though. You can see United is gonna look for their next spot to go as well, but it is Fable trying to move up a little bit higher on this hill to maybe join with Envy. Oh, Check Shooter getting knocked down by Microfry. Let's see.
Got the helmet pop. Yeah, got the helmet pop with the Car 98, so nice shot there from Microfry. And now it's going to be a matter of protecting this res, but United has come out and they're looking aggressive. They're going to take this to Envious.
Yeah, Bryce and Microfry. Kaisiko starting to back them up. Jimmer all the way in the back to give them support, but
they have to be fast. The plays are going to pressure everyone. This could mean that Energy Esports winds up cleaning this up if this doesn't go well for both of these teams. Not to mention, Fable is there to engage as well. So Envious all of a sudden going from one of the better options, but is now going to lose Check Shooter to the zone. They waited too much to try and res him, and now it's going to be Fable pressuring from one side, United from the other. Envious not looking good here. Now Check Shooter has been finished by the zone. Nades and otherwise are going to be super important here from them. But United is all over them. But Energy Esports is just quietly positioning themselves to flank everyone.
They're not exposing themselves at all. Envy getting shots taken at them by United. Microfry getting Caden. Let's see, can Jesse Wall and Venerated turn this around? Ooh, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, Envious has just not done anything with the position they had so far. And realistically, I think maybe they should have tried to eliminate United, but now here comes Schnark. Like I said, trying to clean up. This might be a big bonus for Envious, who's rezzing in the smoke.
Let's see if
it's 2 down for United.
Yeah. Here we go. Microfry ends up going down. Penta LOL's going to go back and forth all over the place here. Microfry, who's just hanging on for dear life. He's going to go down. Envy all inside of that smoke, though.
Look at Energy. They have now started a fight on 2 sides with both Fable as well as United, and they're going to finish off Jimmer. And Jimmer is going to be finished off, and then Inferno RP is going to take down Penta, and K-Mine is down as well. So all of a sudden, this is looking like an upside for Fable. 2 left onto Energy, as well as 1 left, I believe, on United. This is turning into a bit of a mess here as Fable is doing exactly what we expected to see from Energy. They are fanning out and putting as much pressure on Envious as they can.
Yep, they've got some.
They're sharing smoke there as well. Is Envious and Geis. All of Envious is right on top of Geis. When that smoke goes away, it's going to be a bit of a surprise.
Oh man, they're just going to light them up. Oh, Geis is. Oh my goodness! Oh, how's it going? Venerated.
Oh my God. Venerated probably just Venerated needs some new pants, I can guarantee you.
I think I might need some new pants, to be honest, after that. I wasn't even expecting it, and I knew they were there. Here we go. Envy and NRG. You got a few from Fable on the other side of the trees as well. Things are going to get dicey here in a second.
So now it's going to be a matter of, I think, Carisco's down to the play zone by accident.
Oh, no.
I think he took a couple of shots from Caden and then died, or went down to the play zone, rather. And that's going to be a finish and an easy kill for Caden. But now here comes the flank from Wooly.
Oh, he's going to be able to get 2.
That's it. NVS is eliminated. So now it's going to be a 2v2 situation. It's going to be up to Energy to try and secure this round. That was massive from Wooly, and now he's just looking for information. Znark fanning out. They need to try and stick together here to try and adequately trade. They found a Blazin, and now here comes the flank. One goes down, the trade comes out, 1v1. And Zentrix.
Oh no! Centric gets it. Oh my! What a round! That was unbelievable. NRG